and not salvation by works. The church in Jerusalem was corrupted, and Jesus was only trying to make it turn back to what true Judaism was. Let me give you two examples of how the Jewish church, 8 centuries before Christ, believed in salvation by the mercy of God. In Psalm number 51, the psalmist says, "Thou wouldst not be pleased with a sacrifice. If it were so, I would bring you a burnt offering. But what the Lord requires is this, a humble heart and a contrite spirit. A contrite spirit, O God, thou wilt in no way despise." So David knew that. He knew that offerings and sacrifices and rituals in righteousness were not the way to salvation. He knew that the way was a humble and a contrite heart. Likewise, the prophet Micah in the 6th chapter and starting from the 6th verse says, "With what shall I come before the Lord, and how shall I bow down before the Lord my God? Shall I bring a burnt offering? Shall I bring a calf? Will God be pleased with 1,000 rams or 10,000 rivers of oil? Should I give up my firstborn, the fruit of my body, for the sin of my soul? No, mortal. The Lord has told you, and you know what the Lord expects from you. To love justice, to do kindness, and to walk in humility with your God." The idea of salvation through humility and contriteness and the confession of sin was fully established within the Jewish faith at least 800 years before Jesus was born. Don't forget that, and be very careful when you say or you hear somebody else say, "Well, the Jews believe in salvation by the law." You say, "No, they don't." That church with which Jesus had conflict was not truly representative. The Jews now and before Christ have always believed in salvation by the grace of God. And if they have a little more emphasis on the fulfillment of the law, it is not for the purpose of attaining righteousness, it is for a way of ordering your life and having peace in your daily living. Two completely separate things. I hope you will take away this morning this idea. The corrupted church that would have stopped Jesus from being baptized because they felt that baptism was the way to bring unclean people into the inner circle. And hear the voice of Jesus saying, "There's no inner circle with God. We are all beloved. We are all forgiven." And I hope you will also take away what I have said about a proper understanding of the relationship between Christians and Jews. In the name of the Father, and of the Son,